Have you ever seen those crazy videos where a tire flies off a car going down the road and hits something or nearly hits somebody? Well, that happened to me. I was struck by an Airborne tire, and this is the story of how that happened. It all begins with a nice Wednesday morning. Me and the guy I was training were just cruising along just north of Atlanta, and out of nowhere, a tire falls off of an SUV going northbound, because we're going southbound, goes over the median, strikes an SUV in front of us, bounces up, and hits me square in the grill. We were going approximately 35 miles per hour when the impact struck, so it wasn't so bad. And you can kind of see it. I'll get a close-up on it right here for you. This is the tire right here. It left rubber on my grill, but it busted my radiator, busted my condenser. I just now finished the entire process of going through the insurance. Fortunately, nobody was hurt in this accident because the car in front of us that was struck, it hit them on their windshield by that pillar on the driver's side. It was pretty ugly looking, and it probably totaled the vehicle too. Luckily, nobody was hurt. There was just some minor damages, minor glass damages to the passengers of that vehicle. From there, we waited for the police to get there so they could file the report. Fortunately, everybody was there. We were able to locate the person whose vehicle it fell off of. They weren't going very far, so we got everybody's names and information. And I've always wanted to handle first responding to accidents as well as I can. So I've mentally prepared for something like this for a while. And so I was thinking, okay, I'm going to make sure everybody's okay. That's the first thing. Do I need to call 911 immediately? Like, is there, an urgent health situation? That's priority for me. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to document the scene as I'm encountering it. That would be me recording. So the car was struck in front of me. I was struck. We both pulled over the shoulder of the road. I didn't know if it fell off the guy in front of me or what. I didn't know he was struck at the time. So I picked up my phone, I hit record, and I walked up to him and I asked him, like, hey, is everybody okay? And then he told me, hey, I was struck by a tire. And then I'm like, okay, well, I don't need to gather any more information at this point. So I stopped the recording at that time. But the reason I'm doing this is to, not only protect myself, but to give as much information to the people that are going to be investigating these things as possible. Because I hear horror stories about people, getting into accidents, and their stories kind of evolve. And so that's one of those things I wanted to, just kind of lock in a story. But that's just one way I like to, cover my bases when it comes to that. From there, I wasn't down too long. It busted the condenser for the air conditioner, so I was able to get it to our shop in Atlanta. And at the Conley terminal, we were able to make it down there, and I spent, probably $2,000 right then to get my truck fixed at the terminal, just so it's back on the road. I knew the radiator was bent, but it wasn't broken. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna wait to get that fixed until I'm at my house. It did go out on me. The radiator blew, and it was leaking coolant everywhere. And it was not too far from my house. So I was able to get it home, and I was just using my local Freightliner dealership there in Zanesville, Ohio. But all right, I'm gonna push pause on it. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out some steps on this and try to get this mounted. Step one is taking out 4 bolts that are what's mounting it. So I removed the bug screen that I had on there because I was driving around for a little bit without a grill, and she wasn't very pretty, but she got me working. She got the job done. So I'm gonna complete this. Now comes the fun part. An extra set of hands would be nice, and I'm gonna try to do it by myself, but if I can't get it, I'm gonna go ask for some help. It wasn't so bad. They have clips in there, so I was just able to put it on there and pop it in with those clips, and I'm just gonna fasten those 4 bolts, and I think that's it. I just need to get a little centerpiece for them. I was looking around, shopping around just for the Freightliner tag. I'll get one of those later.